Hello everyone and welcome to Retail Archaeology. In this episode we'll be taking a look at TESO Life. And this episode's a little bit different because instead of looking at a old and dying store chain, we'll be taking a look at a relatively new store chain that seems to be doing well so far. It's kind of hard to describe what kind of store TESO Life is because they sell so many different things, but the description from their website describes them as a Japanese fashion casual life product department store. That's a lot of words, but basically what they do is they sell a wide variety of products imported from Japan. Of course, they've got snacks and drinks and food and things, and that was the first area that I went to go look at. And if you like instant noodle cups and instant noodle packs, I think you'll really like this store because they have one of the widest selections of that kind of stuff I've ever seen. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, TESO Life is a newer store chain. They were founded in 2017 by an entrepreneur named Andy Lin in Queens, New York. They currently operate 15 stores across 4 states, which are Arizona, Georgia, Texas, and New York. And this is the Chandler, Arizona location, which is relatively new. It opened a few months ago, I believe. Their website also mentions that there are 6 more stores that are coming in the future, and those states are planned to be in Illinois, Maryland, New Jersey, and Oregon. Besides the food and snacks and drinks, which we'll get back to, they sell a lot of other things as well, like kitchen gadgets and utensils, for example. These little fried egg shaper things are kind of neat. They've got a lot of different shapes here. These aren't something that I would buy personally, but something I am interested in is all the different skillets that they have here. Now these aren't cheap, but they're also not like Dollar General quality either. They are really nice feeling, and I like this one in particular. I've always wanted to try and make those Japanese rolled omelets. They also sell a lot of little collectible things, but instead of being like cheap vinyl Funko Pop type stuff, a lot of it seems to be really well made, like these little ceramic bobbleheads. I think my favorite is this little ninja bobblehead here. And here's a bunch of cute little ceramic mugs that they have, and I like the little lid slash coaster thing they come with, and I guess they come with a little spoon as well. And I like how they have one of each out that you can look at and pick up and stuff instead of just relying on the pictures on the box. Now this section was one of my favorite areas in the store to poke around in. They have a ton of different Gundam models and all kinds of models from various anime. They also carry a line of these plastic building block toys called Fantasy, which I've never heard of, but I love this Astro Boy model that you can build. They also have a Popeye set. I haven't seen anything that uses characters from Popeye in a very long time, so this is kind of cool to see. I always liked Popeye when I was little. And here's a aircraft engine workshop set, and I just love these. Look at how detailed it is, even down to the little worker robot. It's stuff like this that made me want to do a video on this store because it's just really fun to walk around. There's a lot of neat stuff to look at. There's also a lot of stuff to play here. They have a couple of rows of games, including several claw machine games, and they're filled with Pokemon characters, characters from Sonic the Hedgehog. It would be nice if they added 1 or 2 Neo Geo arcade cabinets to this section, then I think it would be perfect. As I was going back to look at more of the snacks and the instant noodles, I found a couple of more rows of interesting models. These are really intricate and detailed dioramas of different types of rooms from a company that I think is pronounced Row Life. I'm not sure how to say that, but those were amazingly detailed. And they also had these models that you can build yourself that are little wooden models, and I think this one should have some marbles that are running through it. But they've got several that are musical instruments, and it's just amazing to see all the gears moving and everything. Like even this piano here, you can see the keys are going, and these are actually music boxes. They do play music. Unfortunately, I can't play it because there's a bunch of J-pop blasting in the store, and it does trigger copyright issues on YouTube. But those are just really amazing as well, and I bet they're fun to build. Alright, back to the snacks. I noticed these interesting little Coca-Cola bottles, but I think that's just regular Coke. I was more interested in trying something I'd never tried before, and I noticed these Terry Bogard sea salt flavored sodas on sale. I'm sure these are great and not gross at all. And then I also grabbed this cup of noodles because it was the only one that was labeled 2x spicy amongst all these other ones, and I do love spicy food. Over in the refrigerated beverages section, I found the UCC canned coffee, so of course I had to grab one of these. I love this stuff. I also went and took a look at the candy section, and they have a ton of different types of Kit Kat here. I always see on social media all the different types of Kit Kat candies that Japan gets that we don't, so it's really neat to see them all available here. And I bet some of these are fantastic, like those strawberry ones there. I'm not sure what kind of strawberry thing that is exactly because I don't read Japanese, but I'm sure these are all amazing. The orange ones look really good as well. They also have a lot of just ingredients and sauces and marinades and things here, which is nice. There's been a few times that I've gotten recipes off of the internet and they've called for seasonings that I haven't really been able to find at any of the grocery stores near me, but I did see some of them here. So the next time that happens, I will check out TESO Life. I have to say, it's really nice to document a store at the beginning of its life for once instead of the end of its life. And like I've said throughout this whole video, this is a really fun store to just walk around and look at stuff. You'll see a lot of things that you don't really see at other stores, like a Kirby Cosmetics section. I've never seen Kirby Cosmetic before. Maybe places like CVS and Walgreens would be more interesting to walk around if they had stuff like Kirby Cosmetic. I remember driving past this location on its opening weekend, and there was a line out the door to get in here. And even still, at 7:30 at night on a Sunday, which is when this was filmed, the store was still fairly busy. And I wasn't the only one that sounded like was having a good time walking around and looking at things. The whole atmosphere here just felt very light and fun to be in. And like I said, it was really nice to be in a store that wasn't just completely depressing to be in. If you're lucky enough to have a TESO Life near you, I would go check it out. They're a lot of fun. Now let's head on out of here and take a look at some of the snacks and drinks that I picked up during my first visit to TESO Life. So they gave me this really nice reusable bag when I checked out, and I didn't even have to pay anything for this, so that's cool. I'll definitely bring this with me the next time I go to TESO Life. Let's take a look at what I got real quick, the couple of things. First thing I grabbed was the original blend UCC coffee with milk. I've had this before. I love this stuff, and I always grab this anywhere that I see it, so I know this is good. And then I also got the 2X spicy chicken flavor ramen cup, stir-fried ramen. I'm not sure how to say that name, Buldak? But I'm pretty excited to try this out because I do like really spicy stuff, and this was the only 2X spicy cup there, so I think this will be good. And then I also grabbed the Terry Bogard sea salt flavored soda that was on clearance. Sea salt flavor. Is this just Terry Bogard sweat flavored soda? That's disgusting. There's the King of Fighters 97 logo on there. And I've never had sea salt flavored soda, so I'm kind of excited to try this out. I'm not really sure about this one. Okay, let's go ahead and make this ramen. Looks like we just got to open the lid halfway, pour in boiling water, let it stand for a couple of minutes. And then this actually says to drain the water before adding the couple of packets that it comes with. I don't think I've ever made cup noodles where it said to drain the water before. So I'm guessing that's because this is stir-fried ramen, so I still think it'll be good though. Let's go ahead and make it. That was actually pretty easy to do, just using the lid, because this is foil backed, so it kind of protected my hands from the hot water and the steam and everything. Let's get the packets. And it looks like we've got like a sauce packet. So in that goes. I'm assuming this is where the spice comes from. Although it really doesn't smell that spicy or any different. Then there's a flake packet. That didn't tear open all the way. Let's try that again. I guess we'll just give this a good mix. Try to get the noodles from the bottom. And I'm making a mess. So there it is. There's our 2x spicy chicken flavored ramen stir fry style noodles. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a taste real quick. Well, it's still hot temperature-wise, and it does have a good spice to it. That's actually really good. I'm a big fan of spicy noodle cups. Like, these are one of my favorites, these Tapatio cup of noodles, but I would say this is actually spicier. This has got some good heat to it. I'm gonna go in for another bite. I tend to get skeptical anymore when things say they're 2x spicy or super spicy. This is actually pretty spicy. Not too spicy to eat, but I'm not disappointed by the 2x spicy label on there, or the chicken holding a bomb. Yeah, that's really good. The noodles are good too. They're a little bit thicker and a little bit more firm than like cup of noodles normally are. Like not undercooked firm, like they're good, but these are actually they feel a little bit heartier. Yeah, I would say if I had to rate that overall, this is like an 8 out of a 10 ramen noodle cup. And as far as spice goes, I would say it's probably, if you're doing a 1 out of 10 scale, it's probably a 7. It's pretty good. Let's try the Terry Bogard flavored, or I'm sorry, sea salt flavored Terry Bogard soda. So there's the can again. I'm assuming it's just going to be like clear, like Sprite. That would be my guess. Yeah, it's just clear like Sprite. All right, let's give this a try. Okay. That's awful. I don't know, it has a weird taste to it. And actually a smell that I'm not overly fond of either. Yeah, I don't like that at all. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna wash the taste of this not great Terry Bogard sea salt flavored soda with the spicy noodles. And I'm sure you can hear me sniffling a little bit. These are making my nose run, which is a good sign. I like when spicy food is spicy enough to make my nose run. But I actually have to eat these to get the taste of that out of my mouth, because that's terrible. Now I see why it was on clearance. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on TESO Life and some of the stuff you can get there. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of my instant noodles here. As always, everyone, thanks for watching. Want to see your name here? Head on over to patreon.com/Retail Archaeology to find out how you can help support the channel. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my video on TESO Life. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and also make sure to follow at the social media links down there, because that's the best way to keep up with what's going on with the Retail Archaeology channel.